State housing officials tell me right now about 100,000 South Carolina households are falling behind on rent and at risk of court action. Yet local realtors also tell me this moratorium has caused them to lose out on income for 16 months, and now they're the ones struggling. Although a federal eviction moratorium was put in place to help renters who couldn't pay their rent, certain bills still needed to be paid.
During this time when we're not receiving any funds because of the moratorium, but we're having to provide housing, it provides a tremendous hardship for small business people and mom and pops to keep these properties going.
Bills Charley Ray with Ray Realty says fell on property owners and landlords.
60 to 70% of rental owners, including myself, are small business people, mom and pops, and they're not wealthy, myself included. We chose to own investment real estate, small properties, rentals, to provide for our retirement and perhaps to send our kids to college.
Now it's falling back on renters, something Madison Cooper, the vice president for the Coastal Carolinas Association of Realtors, says may cause some future hardships.
The rent is due immediately, compounded all together, one lump sum.
State housing officials like Chris Winston with SC Housing say they know how hard it has been for many landlords over the last 16 months. But if they are able to hold on a little longer, families can stay in their homes.
From a state housing official point of view, what we would suggest is that if you know that your tenants have applied for help through a program like ours or one of the ones at the county level, that you provide a little bit of patience.
Now, right now, you can head to our website and on WPDE.com. If you look for the titled webpage saying Facing Eviction in South Carolina, you can go here and see all of the local, state resources available to anyone that may be facing eviction. Also, right here at the bottom, you can just put in your zip code and it'll show you all of the resources and rental assistance services in your area.
Tonight, Robeson County School Board members emphasized they wanted to do what was best for their students and staff, and that meant playing it safe rather than being sorry. Robeson County Superintendent Freddie Williams recommended, along with masks being mandatory, that desk shields stay in place and non-essential visitors not be allowed in schools. Checking for symptoms at the door will no longer be required, but principals will have the power to be more restrictive at their own discretion. A district spokesperson says an increase in COVID-19 cases and low vaccination rates led them to adjust their original plan.
Right now, as far as this morning, Robeson County is third in the lowest number of vaccinations behind Hope County and Onslow County. So these are really important factors in keeping our students and our staff safe and healthy.
Robeson County's health department reported 450 total cases last week, nearly a 120 case increase from the week before. The district will also not have a virtual option available to students unless they have a medical waiver from a doctor. These waivers will be reviewed by the district before switching a student to virtual learning. With this new plan in place, one board member says it will take a team effort to help make this school year successful.
I think the biggest thing is going to be communication, not only from the central office, but to all the way down to the parents, and that we all work together as a team.
Others believe the plan will help keep students from falling behind.
We've said many times over the years you can't replace in-classroom learning with the teacher, so getting them back and getting them started I think is a good thing and a good move.
No visitors were allowed in tonight's meeting because of the rising cases, but students will get mask breaks and will not have to wear them outside of their socially distant. The new policy will be revisited every 30 days and they will make adjustments as needed.
The opioid crisis has plagued our world for years, and now it's even worse.
COVID made it even worse because people were isolated and lonely and looking for an escape.
The numbers aren't out yet, but the CDC predicts over 1,700 South Carolinians died last year from overdose.
It is a horrible killer.
Congressman Tom Rice met with lawmakers, law enforcers, and community leaders from the Grand Strand and PD to search for solutions. Insights and ideas include the need to cut the drug supply, the need for affordable detox and recovery programs, and the need for a fentanyl statute that would help them prosecute criminals trafficking it. A law Congressman Rice said he'd start drafting next week.
Horry County in 2019 was the leading county in the state for overdose deaths. So it is terribly important to the world, to our country, and to this district that we try to find a solution.